What's going on, guys? It's your boy John the Liquidator coming back with another video. And it looks like Stephanie White has confirmed Aari Mcdonald will be leaving the Indiana Fever. Guys, for this one here, we got to go all the way up to Indy. Let's get it. Let's go. Well, if you guys haven't heard it by now, Caitlin Clark is set to make her return tomorrow against the New York Liberty. And I'm here to tell you, Stephanie White just broke the barrel of bad news to the fan base that is Aari Mcdonald having to be released within the next 24 hours. And I'm done talking, man. Let's just roll the footage.
And then Sophie potentially coming back tomorrow. That means you'll have to release Aari. Just how is she impressed over these past few games? How do you hope she can find a spot somewhere?
She's going to find a spot. That's not that. I don't think that's a debate right now. You know, she's been the ultimate pro. She came in ready to go. You know, she had watched such a large amount of film just on her flight in here that you could tell already her high IQ. You know, she's a dog, and we're going to miss her certainly. What she brought to the table for us and being able to come in at the point guard position and just really impact us right away was huge. But yeah, she's not going to have a problem.
That can be a little difficult at the same time when, you know, they're prepping for other games that I know I'm not going to be available in. But I think, you know, the medical staff, I have to give them a lot of credit. I think they did a really good job, and just have tried to like control my mindset the whole time that I've been out and learn from the bench. I think it can teach you a lot of different things. And yeah, it was certainly a learning opportunity, and I think it's going to benefit me, you know, a lot throughout my career, just falling back and understanding, you know, certain moments like this. But I'm super, super excited. I'm antsy to get out there and probably shake off a little bit of rust and play.
Were you targeting this game just because it is the Liberty, it's national TV and all those things?
I mean, not necessarily. I think it's, you know, obviously I wanted to be back as soon as possible, but with this type of injury, it's just kind of like a day-to-day thing to see how I feel and see how my body responds to, you know, everything that we're doing. And, you know, honestly, over the course of the 2 weeks, I responded really, really well, which was positive. It's sometimes hard to tell exactly, you know, how many layers of your quad were, you know, tore up a little bit. So you just kind of go with the flow and see how it feels. But, you know, obviously this is a really big game for us coming off of a loss and still, you know, in the standings for Commissioner Cup if we can find a way to win tomorrow.
Caitlin, what was the barrier for your return, whether that was pain, conditioning, things like that?
I mean, like there was imaging done to tell that my leg is okay. Like we're not guessing, we're not going off of feeling. So I can find confidence in that we know we weren't able to find anything or see anything, and that was kind of my all clear. I knew I was feeling really good, so that wasn't a surprise by any means that it looked that way when we had the imaging done. But yeah, I mean, I felt really good, and then honestly, just sprinting as, you know, change of direction and sprinting in the game of basketball, that's, you know, the biggest part of it. So me feeling comfortable to be able to do those type of things and those type of movements. And I've been doing that for a little bit now, and I feel really confident in that. So after we saw the imaging, I was good to go.
This is the first time you've had to like ramp back up in season after an injury, and I guess the first time you've had an injury in 5 years. Just, what has that experience been like, just ramping back up in season?
Yeah, I think it's just like having the mindset of, you know, I don't need to make up for lost time, you know, just being patient and getting back into the flow of things, getting back into the flow of playing with my team. You know, we changed a little bit of what we did on offense when I was out, just certain actions that we had to be more intentional in just because, you know, for example, we didn't play out of pick and roll as much because that's what I like to do. And, you know, some of my teammates, that's not their best strength. They have other strengths, so playing to those strengths more. So just getting back into the flow of doing some of those types of things. But yeah, I think just getting out there and just continuing to build my chemistry with my teammates and playing fast, playing up tempo, I think that's going to be the best for us.
What was your treatment, rehab? What did all that look like?
Yeah, I mean, anything under the sun I basically did. You know, a lot of needling, a lot of, you know, when you do treatment and rehab, you're still lifting. You're almost lifting heavier than probably what I would be doing like on a day like today when preparing for a game, just trying to strengthen my muscles, my left leg and my right leg. You know, literally anything I tried it, red light therapy, hyperbaric oxygen chamber, like we do it all. And the same goes even when I'm feeling healthy, like that's a big part of it, massages, everything. So just being very intentional about that. And now that I do feel good, still staying on top of that and continuing to do that so I don't have any sort of setbacks, I think is going to be really important.
Okay, so you said you learned a lot while you were sitting out.
Yeah.
Stuff that you were going to carry throughout your career. What exactly did you learn?
I think for us, as a whole group, is there's certain things in games that we have to be able to see a little bit faster and earlier in the games, depending like how they're guarding us, how they're guarding certain actions, things we're doing in coverage that maybe aren't working, and how can we manipulate that? How can we put people in certain screening actions to get exactly what we want? Because, you come into a game, you have a scouting report, you have a game plan, but it's not always going to be exactly what you think. And it's obviously easier on the side. And I was talking to quite a few of my teammates. I'm like, I know it's so hard. Like when I'm out on the bench, it's easier for me to just process the action of what's going on. When you're in the game and you have they're going to be physical. And I think just continuing to be intentional about, who exactly we want in certain actions that we're running on offense so we can get the looks that we need.
Your neighbors here are 2 wins from the rain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, happy for them.
Is that right now?
Yeah, it's incredibly exciting. I'm just really happy for them. I don't think Rick gets, enough credit for what he's been able to do. Obviously, one of the best coaches of all time. Has a great basketball mind, and the way they play basketball is not, not a lot of people still play that way in today's world. And I think young kids, like if you watch basketball, you turn on and watch the Pacers. It's unselfish. They play for each other. They play fast. They play up tempo. They do things the right way. Whether you're a starter or whether you're coming off the bench, you're giving everything you can to your team, and it's really fun to watch. And more than anything, they're just really great people, and they're good guys. So yeah, I've been really, really fortunate to be here during this time. So hopefully they can finish it out in 5, because I won't be able to come for Game 6. So I'll have to make an appearance tonight, even though we play at 3. I'll be there at least for a little bit. So hopefully they can win tonight as well.
Well, with all that being said, it looked like the Indiana Fever wasted no time. They have already waived Aari Mcdonald. They went to X right now, moments ago, and just released this post right here. Let's pull it up. To meet the 10-player minimum roster on WNBA emergency hardship expectations requirements, we have waived guard Aari Mcdonald. Thank you, Aari. Heart emoji. And I'm telling you right now, this is not going to sit well with Indiana Fever fans, because I believe that Aari Mcdonald was going to end up somewhere else. Guys, get down in the comment section. Let me know y'all thoughts about this, man. This is a crazy, crazy story. I will continue to track and follow Aari Mcdonald's career. She was simply sensational. And like always, until next time, check the haters off. I'm out of here. Peace out.